I'm thankful for my success. I'm thankful to be on these shows. Some people come up here and just take it for granted, not knowing these shows change your life. These shows put money in your pocket, and you can never. Every opportunity helps to. That's so nice. Make it so.
I think it's vice versa too. By the way, you know what I mean.
We all need each other.
Yeah, we all need each other.
But your situation, it's 1,000 of us. You see what I'm saying? And when you're good to people, when you do come around again, they say, "Oh yeah, let's make sure he's on the show."
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's how I think.
And vice versa too. By the way, how we it will decide when people become next levels or they come to us as babies and then they blow up.
Yes.
How you treat them makes them decide.
So true.
When they're popping,
right?
who they want to go visit and what they want to say. So you're right. The truth. At the end of the day, how you treat people and how you show up. If you want longevity in any game,
and first impressions is almost everything.
Yeah, for sure. Did we even say that TK Kirkland is in the building today?
Yeah, hey, we in here.
We just got right into it.
Yes,
it's so good to see you, man.
Same here.
How many years in the game are we now? What is this?
I'm going on 40.
40.
Yeah.
So you were how old? Like, tell me.
I started at 27.
Oh, and that's not even a baby.
Like, no. I started at 27.
Is that late for comedy life? 27?
No. Some people start at 16 and 17. But I was in college first. You know. Went to Arizona State. Went to Cal State Northridge.
My son almost went to Arizona State.
I
feared that it was a party school.
It was a party school. But and then I think in anything you do, you got to have discipline.
Yeah.
Right. No, I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
You got to be laser focused and still have a little luck on your side.
Did you know what you wanted to do at that point?
No, that's what I'm trying to say. You have a little luck. If someone would have told me I was going to be a comedian, I wouldn't have believed them. Because when I started in 1985, and I started telling my family I was doing comedy, that was frowned upon. Because back then, they're like, "Well, you trying to be Eddie Murphy? You trying to be Richard Pryor?" Now we got 1.8 million comedians.
Why would that have been a bad thing, by the way?
I just don't, because it wasn't that many successful black comedians at that time.
Yeah.
You know, now every corner you turn there's a comedian.
Yeah, for sure. When was the moment you knew, though? What was the moment where you're like, "Oh, this is what I'm going to do"?
One thing about my show, I've always been consistent. I've been blessed in doing this. And I don't think it was any moment, because all my moments are great. But when I do think about these precious moments, one had to be this weekend, because I opened up for Cash Money at the Essence Fest on the 30th anniversary.
I heard about that. That
90,000 people.
Yeah.
And when my marquee came up, they just lost their mind. But the other one was either 1995, 1996 at Madison Square Garden. And this is when y'all used to do April Fool's Comedy Jam.
Yeah, that's right.
Right? Remember that back in the day?
Of course.
And I performed there and got that standing ovation. And I was just telling one of my friends, Wiggy, not too long ago, I felt the energy on my back.
I always think about that first moment, because there's so many people. I know lots of funny people. We know lots of funny people. Yeah. But there's a moment where you go, I'm funny, to like, oh, I'm going to be a comedian. And then you decide to go out as that. Like, what?
No. That wasn't my situation. My comedy happened by, I think, slightly accident, but I'm a businessman. See, most comedians, I don't consider myself a true comedian. That's what I mean.
Really?
Most comedians want to do TV and film. I want to do businesses. So I take my platform and get into business. That's what I do. Because when you're in TV, somebody got to like you. When you're in film, your movies have to be great in order to get another movie. Because it's hard for the black man in Hollywood.
Yeah.
You know, they'll give the other people show after show after show.
So how you turn comedy into business? I don't understand.
Comedy, you take comedy, you get your name out there, and next thing you know, you might be doing stuff with Nike. Next thing you know, you might be doing stuff for insurance companies. But I move differently than everybody. I got the gift of the DNA when it comes to business, so I've done very well.
So you're hosting like events and
hosting events, or you get into put insurance things together for people, or setting other people up and stuff.
So no interest in TV and movies like that?
Nah, not even.
That is so strange to me.
Yeah, that's why people never really see me anything. I mean, I've got a couple parts that I was, people wanted me. I did New Jersey Drive. I did Strays with Vin Diesel when he first started out.
But you never were out there on the
show. Yeah, I had to have that money in my hand. The difference between audition and real cash, I had to have the cash.
So you're about that bread.
I'm about that bread.
So how does that work with being funny? And because you clearly care about your craft, you can't do this long without.
But I'm a reader. I stay ahead of the game, and I go and say, I'm just gifted. I don't know what else how to say it. You know, sell out all around the world. I mean, I'm in Paris now and Rotterdam and
Talk that
UK.
shit. Talk that shit.
Yeah,
TK.
like
Tell
so, like you know, I did my thing.
You're in New York too. We have a show coming up here.
This
by the
weekend.
Way.
This Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. At
I didn't know it was 3 days.
Yeah, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at the Stress Factory.
Okay.
And I'm on my Live Nation tour. But this is not part of the Live Nation tour. This is my thing because I like to come home because I'm from Jersey City.
Yeah.
So I like to come home once a year so my friends and families and new fans can come see me up close and personal.
What you talking about in this show? Like what are the topics of?
That's a good question. I think this week is going to be about Faison Love and Stephen A. Smith.
You think? So you're not like locked in, or you?
No. My show is never locked in. All my stuff comes from my gut,
Really?
and it depends on how I feel. Like I can have a set thing in my head, and as I'm driving to the event or walking, it changes like that.
Isn't that risky?
No, because I'm good.
Yeah. No, I believe you.
Yeah, I'm good.
But isn't it risky also that you can say something a little off? I mean, the times are so weird.
Here's the thing: nobody knows.
Oh, right.
Only you know if it's off.
Because nobody's taping in there.
Yeah, well, even if they're taping, no one knows if you're off. They only know you're off if you tell them that you're off. What you do, they think could be what you really wanted to do.
So you just gotta lean into it.
Yeah, just go, just keep going.
So this is a topic that people are gonna see when they go see you this weekend.
Yeah. This is gonna be one of them.
One of them.
Yeah, one of them.
Is this like a slew of any? Do you freestyle
I
while
just
you're
freestyle
there?
because my show's like an hour 15 minutes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's long.
And you play with the crowd, I'm sure. You play
once in a while. I really have. Where I'm at now in life, I have so much to talk about. So I give knowledge in my shows. I teach people about making sure you have an LLC, an EIN. I talk about men making sure they have their credit together. I teach men about.
That's my favorite type of comedy, by the way.
Yeah, and
where you actually walk away with something that you.
Yeah, my job is either intimidate you or inspire you. Which one would you choose? I teach people instead of women wanting a big ring, tell your lady that instead of taking $12,000 to get a ring, I'm gonna put your money with your name on in an annuity, and if you put your money $10,000, $12,000 in annuity, in 20 years you're at $10,000, it's $296,000.
Is that a real number?
That's a real fact.
Wow.
Yeah, but what people don't understand is the information is right in front of them because the government does it.
Yeah.
They got to think of government.gov, right? That they had what I'm just telling you. All that information is on the website.
Wow.
So people don't know.
You're just up there full of jewels.
Yeah, I be dropping the gems. They call me the what's it called? The game of God, the God of game.
Yeah, I love that. You should get merch.
Right.
Merch with that. How important? Because when I think of people like comedians like you, who like you want to teach also. It's like
yes.
You're not. The punchline is not always the thing.
That's so true.
Right.
Right.
You want to teach, but it's funny and witty and all those things. Chappelle does that.
Yes.
Even I just watched an interview with Gerard Carmichael.
Yes.
With this purpose behind his comedy.
Right.
He doesn't seem so invested whether it's funny or not.
Yeah, I totally agree. I don't think he's funny, but he has no other way to go.
What do you mean?
Because I don't think Gerard is funny.
It's funny.
He's good at impressions.
Yeah.
But he's not, to me now, that's just me.
Yeah.
And it's not hating. It's just my opinion.
Do you think that he would be offended by that? Maybe.
People today get offended by everything.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. They get offended by everything. And let me rephrase that. Matter of fact, instead of me giving an opinion of him, I think is that I just wish he's not my type of comic. Yes. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say that, I was on Vlad not too long ago. Vlad asked me about BG. And BG had just got out of prison. And I saw BG when he was a kid. You know, we toured with Cash Money. And I saw BG this weekend.
How'd that go?
And he loved me still this day, but he said he was so disappointed that I said that his album was not going to make it. And I felt his energy because he looks up to me. And I had to tell him I apologize. And I want to say on your show, BG, if you hear this, I apologize. I should have never took that lane to say that because as a friend and as the power that I have on a podcast and my reputation today, I can influence people. So I want to say I apologize for that. And to anybody, I'll never do that again.
What about Gerard?
Yeah, that's why I switched
Gerard
it.
Too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I switched it because I was wrong. Some people just you can have an opinion, but
That's so crazy. I've never seen somebody say something and apologize about it in the same interview.
Yeah. Because as a man, you think about the consequences of what comes out of your mouth.
Yeah.
And some people who are young want to do it they want to clickbait. They want their stuff to go viral.
Yeah.
I really don't care about that. My goal when I walk out of anywhere is to be respected as a man. Mm-hmm. That's important to me.
Heard you. And so that must be tricky though, as a comedian who has to kind of be free with your thoughts and ideas and worrying about how it's going to land.
And
on
I think
people.
on stage, I don't care. But in an interview,
because it gets clipped up and sent out and shared.
On stage, I think you can get away with it, you know, because people know you're entertaining and people are laughing, but then you go on to the next joke.
Yeah, right. All right, so everybody gets to see you this Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Now your show is syndicated, correct?
It's on in New York, but it's shared.
You're in different places.
Yes, exactly.
So, and we got to also then tell them about Houston, Texas.
Got it.
On July 18th at the House of Blues, and July 19th in Austin, Texas at Elmo's Austin. I guess it's a theater there.
So these are all individual aside from the world tour. This
is part of the world tour. Only the Stress Factory is a side thing.
Okay.
But Live Nation this is all that stuff. So ladies and gentlemen, go to livenation.com, get your tickets. If you're in the tri-state area though, and you know about your homeboy TK Kirkland,
come on out.
Then you come on out to the Stress Factory and get the gems of life. That's what you do.
Amazing. Is there anything else people need to know about or look forward to, or ways they could support you?
Go to TK_Kirkland. That's KIRKLAND, like the ward at Costco. So the people go to Costco's.
Love that.
But some people can't spell. And just look out for things in the future. I've learned in my journey in this game is you keep things close to your heart until it comes out.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you want people to say, oh, you didn't say nothing about it.
Yeah.
And that's the best way to do business. Anything before then can put yourself in a bad situation.
Yeah, you invite energy.
Yeah, so true.
You don't know what's good, bad.
Yeah. And as we get older, energy is serious. But you're in your 40s now, right?
No, 53.
53?
50, yeah.
See, 14 years older than you.
You look amazing, by the way.
Yeah, I'm 64.
Come on with it. And what is the key to that? What is the key to this?
Good life.
Good skin.
Yeah, good life. Not stressed. Work out all the time. Happy. I'm truly happy.
What makes you happy?
Peace of mind.
How do you get that?
By staying away from people. You stay away from people, boy, you'd be surprised how you have peace of mind. It's when you invite people in your world that destruction comes.
But if you keep everybody out, then that could be lonely.
Nah, you got to learn how to live by yourself. Yeah, it's a gift. Living by yourself, moving by yourself.
Yeah.
You got that.
So you're not married?
No.
Because you can't have that attitude and be married.
No. I totally agree. I believe if you can have a woman, and she's very understanding and supportive and just loves you. Yeah. She'll allow you to do what you got to do, but you have your own constitution. See, the world, some people in the world live by the world's constitution, but my rule is I dictate to the world. I don't let the world dictate to me. So I create my own lane
on all levels
and my own understanding. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
good
that's the way I move.
Did you used to be married? You used to be married.
Never been married.
Really?
Yeah, never been married.
I think maybe I saw that on something online.
Yeah, you probably saw it in Google that it was married. Because when I used to try to go out with women, they would hit me back to, you married, and I know I'm married, but it happened more than once.
Yeah.
And I never Googled myself. And then I Googled myself.
And you are married.
And it says I'm married. And they got a girl on the picture.
I was going to say, who are you married to on
Google?
Yeah,
and they got some girl that I take pictures with everybody. And they got a girl that I sell the DVD to. You can see the DVD in my hand.
And that's your wife on Google?
She said that's my wife. I
wonder if she knows she's your wife on Google.
I got to find out how you can get that stuff off.
But you have Google kids or you have real kids?
I have real children.
Okay.
I have 7 kids.
Okay, good.
Yeah, my oldest is 30. Yeah, 7. That's a good thing.
You was in the streets then.
Yeah, I was a slutty. I was a little hoe. I'm supposed to live like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
as long as you can take care of them and you have time for them.
Yeah, I was really slutty.
Why? So why?
But now my body's for the Lord.
What does that mean?
That means, you know, I don't really mess around no more. I snuggle.
Okay. All right. Well, for more.
Yes.
Of TK Kirkland.
Yes, dear.
July 11th, 12th, 13th, Stress Factory, New Brunswick, New Jersey. Tell them the website again.
Yes, at NewBrunswickStressFactory.com. House of Blues, ladies and gentlemen, July 18th in Houston, Texas, and Austin, Texas, July 19th. And I want to thank Angie for letting me on the show.
Anytime, my love. Thank you for the flowers. That was so sweet.
And yeah, it means a lot to me.
You're such an old school head. You're such an old head.
That's right.
I love that.
Yep. And to all the fans listening, if you're not following me and you're curious about something that I said, but follow me on TK_Kirkland. If I offended anybody listening, you deserved it.
TK Kirkland, everybody.
Yeah, we had a ball.